Welcome to WEFM's 3 p.m. News. I am your presenter, Jessica Klein. First on the local scene. From March 9th to 11th, 2023, St. Vincent and the Grenadines will see this year's Garifuna Conference, focusing mainly on a call for unity. The conference will take place at the National Insurance Services NIS Conference Room from 8 a.m. daily. A press conference held today, February 6th, at the UE Open campus gave detail of the three-day event. This year's theme, From Reaction to Action, seeks to address issues of compensation through reparations for the injustices and genocide handed out to indigenous people. According to technical advisor to Garifuna Heritage Foundation, Zoila Ellis-Brown, this year will see 5 distinguished speakers, including Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, who will provide a keynote address to conclude the event. In addition to the conference, the plans for this year's 8th installation of the school's Garifuna Festival were mentioned under the theme Children of Chataye, Fruits of Our Heritage. This festival will be held on March 3rd, 2023 at Victoria Park and will feature a historical exhibition looking at artifacts and appliances of yesteryear. Both events are open to the public and free of access and registration. St. Vincent and the Grenadines Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves said students of the Girls High School, GHS, and Thomas Saunders Secondary will remain in temporary accommodation at Arnesville, possibly for 2 years. On Sunday, 5th February, Gonsalves said that renovations at GHS were first estimated at $3 million, but the cost has increased to $6 million due to the condition of the building. Currently, students of the GHS are housed at Arnesville at the decommissioned E.T. Joshua Airport, while students of the Thomas Saunders Secondary are housed at the same location in the building that previously housed the St. Vincent Boys Grammar School. Gonsalves said that the architects and engineers who are working on the GHS restoration are looking for ways to fix Grimble Hall while keeping its historic architectural features. The government will be seeking additional funds for this project from the Caribbean Development Bank, CDB, which is financing multi-million-dollar school repairs projects throughout the island. Still on the local scene, Prime Minister to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, said the island's economic policies will not be dictated by what other islands do. Recently, Barbados was praised by many Vincentians for offering a VAT-free day in December 2022. On February 5th, the Prime Minister said the way tax is managed, it is extremely difficult to have a VAT-free shopping day. Gonsalves said, I see people talk about Barbados, but they don't look at the conditions and the restrictions under which it is being done. Everybody wants to imitate everybody else. Additionally, he said it is 2 months from the middle of November to the middle of January, with about 20,000 containers, barrels, and so forth, with all sorts of things that came in duty-free. Given the practical difficulties, I'm not supporting any VAT-free day. In the region, the government of St. Lucia reinstated its calls for the Republic of China on Taiwan to be included in the World Health Organization WHO meetings, activities, and mechanisms during the 152nd session of the WHO Executive Board meeting. These meetings were being held in Geneva, started from 30th January, and will conclude on February 7th, 2023. The efforts made by Taiwan to stem the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic and its commitment to pandemic surveillance and information sharing with other countries through bilateral and multilateral platforms were recognized by the St. Lucian government. Taiwan has also leveraged smart technologies in fighting the pandemic and implemented innovative anti-pandemic policies and measures. Taiwan's exclusion, according to the St. Lucian government, from the WHO mechanisms not only hinders the networking and information sharing among different parties, but also seriously undermines the effectiveness of communicable disease prevention and control efforts worldwide. Still on the regional scene, the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, says that 7 Haitian migrants have died since the start of this year as their efforts to cross into Bolivia have been stymied by protests against the government in Peru. A report on Saturday, states that the UNHCR said 6 of the deaths, including that of a minor, occurred in the small town of Desaguadero, where a bridge over the Haitians fell victim to a combination of factors such as difficult access to food, shelter and supplies, and low temperatures. Additionally, 2 other people have been hospitalized with pneumonia since last Thursday, one of them in critical condition. The Haitians, some of whom had spent years in Chile or Brazil, were hoping to eventually reach the United States. And on the international scene, the northeastern Indian state of Assam has seen hundreds of women protesting after their male relatives were arrested as part of a crackdown on child marriage. According to BBC, more than 2,400 people have been arrested by state police since Friday. This includes husbands and relatives of alleged child brides, as well as priests who officiated the marriages. Opposition leaders have since alleged that the drive is mainly to target Muslim. Sama says that his government's war is against child marriage and doesn't target one community. This has been WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I have been your presenter, Jessica Klein. Join us again at 5:30 p.m. for WEFM's evening news, and we thank you for listening.